Hi folks, I am Becky with Enduring Finances. Welcome back to my channel. Today we are taking a look at my dividend income from my self-directed stock portfolio through Ally for the month of July in 2026. So without further ado, let's go ahead and jump into it. Alright, so taking a look, we can see that this is the first negative month that we have had with my stock portfolio this year. We saw a loss of $1,533.79, so about 3.5% loss in market value, ending the month of July with portfolio valued at $42,494.12. For the year, however, we are up with a gain of over $5,068.74, total but 17.5% increase in market value. So big jump as far as how we're looking, and I'm very happy with that. As you can see from my strategy here, we ended the month of June with my ETFs being lower than 75%, which is what my target goal is. We can see my target breakdown right here. 75% of my stock portfolio, I want to be this ETF QQQI, which is a top dividend earner from the stock market itself. Real estate 10%, 8% for consumer staples, and then just minimal after that. So we went ahead and reinvested in ETF QQQI. We bought 7 shares at $55.25 a piece, and by the end of the month, because it was a down month, we were still below my target of 75%. What I would like to see, but we can see the value of it decreased as well. Real estate went up a little bit, so that was a big impact there, and we can see that overall the dividend yield that I earned also increased by purchasing more shares of that and just having those stocks reinvested into the account. So we bumped up from $4,900 to about $5,000, so about a $45-ish increase in dividend yield for total stock portfolio. So I'm very happy with that. As far as dividends, let's take a look see at that. Alright, so we can see that we have had our highest month yet. We earned $506.67 in dividends for the month of July, bringing our total yield for the year to $2,231.66. Feeling very good with that. I think we're going to have a phenomenal quarter and supersede what we did last quarter as far as $1,200, almost $1,300. So I think we're on track to do that, and I'm excited to see that. Let's go ahead and take a look, see the individual dividends that made up this $506.67 in dividend yield. So in total, I had 12 individual dividends that I earned the month of July. First one on July 1st is ticker symbol KO, which is Coca-Cola Company. I own 9 shares of this stock, and we earned about $4.77 in dividends there. And this stock is doing pretty good. It's up about 11, almost 12% in its position in market value since when I purchased it. Dividend number 2 coming on the 6th of July is ticker symbol BNDX, which is the Vanguard Total International Bond ETF. We earned 11 cents. We have 1 share of this ETF, and it stays pretty much even keel with a loss of about $1.61 in market value, so nothing crazy there. Dividend number 3 coming in on the 7th of July is ticker symbol QSR, which is Restaurant Brands. We are seeing a tax come out courtesy of my brokerage account. For the 1 share that I own, we brought home 55 cents in dividend income, and we were up about 15, almost 16% in this position, which is only about $10 in market value increase. Dividend number 4 coming on the 8th of July is ticker symbol EMN, which is Eastman Chemical Company. We have 1 share of this stock as well, and we earned 84 cents from that share. And this stock is down about 32% loss in market value, so almost $33 lost in market value cost. Dividend number 5 coming in again on the 8th of July is ticker symbol MRK, which is Merrick & Co. Incorporated. We have 2 shares of the stock, and we're on $1.70 from those shares, and we are up over $100 in this position for a gain of about 62.5% in market value, so pretty good gain there. Dividend number 6 coming in on the 20th of July is ticker symbol PM, which is Phillips Morris International. We earned $2.94 from the 2 shares that I own, and we are again up almost 8.5% in this position for a gain of about $30.36. Dividend number 7 coming in on the 24th of July is ticker symbol QQQI, the NASDAQ 100 highest income ETF dividend yield stock, essentially. For the month of July, we earned $363.63, and I own 573 shares of this stock now after purchasing 7 more in the month of July. And we are up over $449 in this position. But that being said, it's only about a 1.5% increase in market value. And just as we highlighted earlier, it's coming in about 71.5% of my entire portfolio breakdown. Our goal is for that 75%. So it is the biggest baby in my little basket. Dividend number 8 coming in on the 28th of July is ticker symbol ADAM, which is Adams Trust, formerly New York Mortgage Trust, a company that I started swing trading with and then did long-term investing with, and I just kind of like them right now. They've had a little ups and downs, but we're doing good. We own 60 shares of this stock, and we earned $16.20 in dividend from them, and we're up about 9% in this position for getting about $46. And this company is about 1.25% of my entire portfolio, so a little bit bigger of the pie, not quite as big though. And then dividend number 9 coming the 29th of July is ticker symbol BNS, which is the Bank of Nova Scotia, which is a Canadian company, so we are seeing that tax come out courtesy of my brokerage account. That being said, from the 13 shares that I own, we brought home $8.93 in dividend income, and we are up over 41.3 in this position for getting about $333.70, and this stock is a little bit bigger, coming in at 2.69% of my entire portfolio breakdown. Alright, dividend number 10 coming in on the 31st of July is ticker symbol EFC, one of my monthly dividend earners. We earned $13 from the 100 shares that I own, and we are up about $95 in this position for gain about 7.75%, so pretty decent there. Dividend number 11th coming in again on this 31st of July, ticker symbol NLY. We have 93 shares of the stock, and we brought home $69.75 in dividend income, and we are down almost $15 in this position for a loss of less than 1% in market value. And this is one of the bigger babies in my basket, coming in just shy of 5% of my entire market value, so 75% goal. This one comes in as far as real estate, which is a higher 10% overall goal, and this is a bigger piece of that pie. And then dividend number 12, the last dividend that I earned in the month of July, ticker symbol RITM. We earned $24.25 from the 97 shares that I own, and again, we are pretty even kill with this. Lost about $5 or 0.5% of value of gain or loss, and comes up to about 2.25% of my entire portfolio value. So those are the 12 individual dividends that I earned that make up this whopping $500 that I earned in dividend income for the month of July. Let's go ahead and take a look-see in how these individual dividends and my dividend yield for the month impact the statistics of my portfolio, my favorite part, and the goals that I have as far as where we're going with the portfolio. Alright, as far as the statistics, breaking down July 2026, my dividend yield is 11.94%. That's based on a monthly return. Per year, that's about $5,019.58 in dividend income. Per month, that averages $418.30. Per week, that is $96.53. Per day, that is $13.75 in dividend income. Passive, pretty much passive dividend income. Per hour, that's 57 cents and 3/10 cents. Per minute, that is 1 penny. So I'm making a penny a minute in passive income from my dividend portfolio. It's the first time we've hit that 1 penny mark. We've been in 1/10 of a penny for forever, it felt like, and then we're in that penny mark, so I'm giving a win, 1 penny a day in passive income. Boom, boom, boom. I like to see that little micro win there. And then if we were to compare the dividend income to a 40-hour work week, we'd be making $2.41 3/10 an hour. So we're getting there. I'm very excited about that penny amount that we are making every single day. Big jump from the start of the year and reinvesting money that we pulled out to where we are right now, $13.75 a day in dividend income. So I'm excited about that. Let's jump over and take a look-see at my goals. All right, so we know long-term $240,000 in total portfolio value, averaging about 10% in dividend return, which is about $2,000 a month or $65.75 a day. For 2026, we wanted to reach that $44,000 value of portfolio value. We have dipped down in July. We already hit that. Back down. We'll see that fluctuate for the rest of the year. We have already reached the average monthly dividend return of $336. Right now we're at $418.30, so just knocking that out of the park. And we've also reached the $12.05 a day in dividend average income. Right now we're at $13.75 a day, so doing very phenomenal there. In total, we want to earn $4,400 in dividend income this year. We are at $2,231.66, so a little bit more than halfway there, and we are 7 months into the year, so who knows if we're actually going to hit that. It's a little bit of a lofty goal, but I would love to see it. But that is my stock portfolio breakdown. We're making a penny a day in passive income finally, so ding, ding, ding. And we are seeing that portfolio just kind of compound and increase and keep going, and I'm very happy to see that. And we've already accomplished, half the goals for the year. We're more than halfway through the year, and all we can do is just keep reinvesting, stick to the strategy, focus on those ETFs and that real estate, and a little bit in the middle as far as, consumer staples, consumer goods, materials, those types of things, and just watch this increase and those pennies start to increase over time. So I'm going to leave this here, folks. Until next time, I hope that your stock portfolio is performing just as well as mine. If you are dividend investing, I love QQQI. I wish I would have started investing in that sooner, but now we're doing it and we are reaping the rewards of that, and very excited to see that. So until next time, folks,